Broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome, everybody, to the show. This is Season 4, Episode 2, episode number 137. How's it going?
Just great. Can't believe we're already 2 episodes into Season 4. It's crazy.
I know. Next, a year from now, we're going to be saying the same thing, and it's going to go like that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
This is our third podcast in 2 nights together. Our second one tonight.
Yeah. I've seen more of you guys than I think I've seen of Daniel in the past 24 hours. And I think I'm okay with it.
Well,
I like it.
We're fun and adorable and all that.
It's very true. Those are all things, all words I use to describe you both.
Woohoo! So, catch everybody up. Last night we did our new podcast, Broad Little Lies, about Big Little Lies on HBO. Please check that out. You can search for the feed on iTunes or Spotify or Spreaker or the Stitcher or Google or whatever. All of the feeds should be in all of the things. Like when they asked me when I created it, did I want to submit it to everything? I clicked all the boxes. So as you guys have seen in the emails confirming that it's like gone up on places, it's on apps that I've never even heard of. So
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. It's what the kids are using these days, probably.
I think the only thing it's not on is iHeartRadio because you needed to have like 8 gazillion followers and this and that. And we definitely did not even come close to any of the qualifications for
Season
that.
5.
Yeah, maybe season 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was last night. So please go check that out. We talked about the 3rd episode of Big Little Lies called The End of the World. Shandy gets passionate about climate change. I talk more about Superstore.
And I was there too. I don't know what I was talking about, but I was there.
Amanda makes reasoned and well-argued points.
She does.
Oh, shucks.
No, she does. Amanda
Well,
has,
we rant about random things.
we do. And then Amanda's like, to steer us back to the point relating to this show. Much like she
very
does
important. Superstore, funny. People gotta laugh. Climate change is real. It's happening. We gotta be scared about it, and we gotta do something about it. All very valid things.
But then Amanda swoops in with the observations about like how things are edited and like this and that, and it's good. It's really good, and it's a fun time. And I would suggest everyone listen to it. I love it.
It's true. We are well balanced, A+ team. Check it out.
And then give us a review on iTunes.
Yes,
please do that. Please,
Because we've got 2 already. Yay.
awesome.
Oh, do we? I want to go check it out.
We do. One is from Kayla and one is from John the UPS guy.
Oh my goodness, guys, that's very sweet.
Yeah. And maybe even by the time this episode comes out on Friday, there'll be more. In which case, I hadn't seen them yet. But
You
yeah,
should go give us a review.
you should go give us a review. I'm going to give us a review.
These broads are awesome. They
Yeah,
have great chemistry. It's almost like they've been doing a podcast together for 4 seasons.
If I were just to guess, I mean, I'm a novice listener. It's just a feeling that I have.
Hashtag Jane's Bangs.
Jane's Bangs.
Hashtag listen to the episode to find out more about Jane's bangs. About how Jane bangs. Jane's bangs.
Jane doesn't bang. Yeah, too soon. That's this episode's rocks. Say it a couple more times so then I can justify using it as the episode title.
Oh, right. Yes.
Jane's Bangs rocks.
Jane's
No.
bangs rock.
They do not
Jane's
rock.
bangs do
Nope.
rock.
Nope.
Spoiler alert.
As the person with publishing power, no.
It is a nice portmanteau, though, of a couple of, themes.
It is.
James.
But I will not.
James is there too.
I will not attach my endorsement anywhere near praising those bangs of horror.
Is that what you said?
Horror.
It's a horror. Those bangs.
See, I'm from Long Island. I say things like that, and I know bad bangs.
It's true. I default to the expert.
Maybe that's precisely why. Maybe that's why I like them. Like perhaps
they remind you of
having
me.
grown up so far away from that, they are chic and exotic to me.
That's true. I don't have the face or the hair to pull off that kind of bang.
Oh, neither can I. Certainly cannot.
Yeah,
but that's why I appreciate it on others.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Fair. And then the second podcast that we did was the bonus podcast for the patrons. We just finished recording our one for June, so I pull out different clips from when I edit, and then we play them once a month. At the end of the month, we recap them, explain why they were cut out, or sometimes they're fairly self-explanatory. So anyway, if you are a patron at the $5 or more level, you definitely want to check them out, because I think one of my favorite clips that we've ever played since we started doing this in February is the last one that we play in this June episode.
It's real good.
And if you understand the joke in it, can you please explain it to me? Thank you.
And you'll all know which one Shandy says she doesn't get. There's only one that I keep trying to make happen throughout it.
And in the podcast, I think I say, I don't get that.
And it all was coming out anyway.
Oh, so much fodder. You're welcome.
So much fodder, yeah. But anyway, if you would like to become a patron, you can do so by going to patreon.com/JaneJack, or you can go to janejack.com and click on the Become a Patron link at the top right corner of the website. And, we would appreciate that. And then when you get invited into the patrons group, you can hashtag I'm with hers, so everyone knows that you're there because of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we'll make you a hashtag honorary broad. Oh, that's not a hashtag. That's just a title. Sorry. So we'll make it proper with capitalizations, because again, it is a title. Okay, cool. Anyway, what's going on? We wasted a lot of time talking about that, but I'm not going to cut it out. So
Yeah, no. Not time well spent, I think.
Yeah. I agree. We got some Jane's bangs in there, so I have to keep it in.
It's going to be a new segment of the podcast. We're just going to talk about bangs.
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 Bang, bang. Bang, 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 said bang, 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 bang. Anyone? Sorry, there was a time when some of my friends and I used to just break out into that song. It was like peak How I Met Your Mother days.
Right. This is How I Met Your Mother. I was like, I know this. I have no idea why I know what a word from, but I know it.
Said bang, 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 bang.
Anyway, you wanted to get into the show? You wanted to talk about real things? We could do this all day.
No, I don't. It's please, are you kidding me? We're at the start of the summer. It is kick your shoes off. It's a podcast without a bra time. Oh wait, that's every time.
True.
It's true. I never wear bras. That's not true. I wish no shoes, no bras. I'd be a happy person.
I was just gonna make the joke. No
Sorry.
shoes, no bra, no problem.
Go ahead.
No, I just did it. No shoes, no bra, no problem. Okay.
Yes.
Woo.
There it is. That's the way you do it. That's how you tell a joke.
Anyway, has anybody done anything interesting with their week, whatever?
I had a couple of things actually.
Ooh.
One is a little announcement. If people are looking for some additional content of me talking about relationships, and also like Harry Potter, I was a guest on the Real Weird Sisters for their talk about the 6th movie.
Nice. And
so if you're looking for something, I don't know, for like a really long run, it's like a 3-hour long podcast. But that came out on Monday of this week. So check it out, Real Weird Sisters. The 6th movie, it was funny that I was the guest, because it is such like a horny movie. So Like I was there to break down all the relationship stuff and weird portrayals of gender, but a spoiler alert, it's a really terrible movie. I don't know if you guys remember. I hadn't seen it since
I don't like any of the movies. I think they're all terrible.
But it's like particularly bad. And especially when you go from the book, which is like it's my favorite book of the series, to that movie, and it's just
it's a hard book to adapt. Like it is, because there's just it's so dense that like they just what they chose. They chose the easy route, I think, in terms of adaptability. I think they chose all the easy stuff and they left out all the more complicated aspects of the story.
It's like, and this is, I don't know, something that like I'm not in the industry whatsoever, and I have zero expertise in this, but I just always feel like I can give you that it was potentially like maybe a harder book to adapt, but like if you have professionals in the field and millions of dollars, like shouldn't they be able to do that? Like, isn't there a way? You know?
I think it just to, like, how do you keep it to like they wanted to keep all those movies like 90 minutes, right? They're all like hour and a half.
Yes, because that's why they split up. I don't know. I just
cut stuff, and I think they just chose the wrong things to leave out.
Well, it's not even a matter of the stuff that they left out, although that's an issue too. But they like really play up again, like the horn dog of it all, and it's like add in like innuendos and stuff that aren't really in the book, and it's just like this book actually isn't that much about teen love.
No,
you know, it's
right?
Like a side note. Anyway, if you'd like to hear me rant about that for 3 hours, you can listen to that podcast episode.
Sounds good.
Nice.
I'll link to it in the show notes. So when you're finished listening to us, you can go listen to that one.
Right.
Yeah. No, I had a pretty quiet weekend, but I got to hang out with JP and Ro.
Yes.
On Saturday night. They were in Brooklyn to see a comedy show, and they granted me the favor of hanging out in there and basking in their awesomeness.
So awesome.
Yeah, so that was really fun. It was great to see them.
I hear that there's a story behind the end of the evening, no?
Yeah, so we kept them out a little too late. So by the time they got back to the parking garage to pick up their cars, apparently the garage closed like a half an hour earlier.
Oh, no.
So they couldn't get their cars.
What?
So, yeah. So poor things. And JP Ro, please write in if I am telling the story wrong. I don't mean to steal your story, but they took like an Uber from Brooklyn back to Staten Island.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I just, God, I'm sure they had to leave behind a kidney. Like, I felt so bad. I felt so bad. We had such a nice time.
Oh, that's such
and to have it. Yeah. And I felt so bad because I was like, oh, if I had known we have an arrow bed, you guys could have crashed here. And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I felt real bad, but it was a great night until it was an unfortunate turn of events.
An unfortunate turn of events.
An unfortunate turn of events.
Damn, parking garage closed?
I know.
Have you ever like what?
Well, at least this is the way I look at this stuff. It was an adventure that made for a good story.
It's true.
Totally.
And I would totally love to hear this story from JP and Ro's perspective. So
yeah, I think we might need a joint phone call.
Ooh.
Just saying.
I think we might.
When I saw the picture, though, that you guys posted on the socials, I was like, what? Not one, but two rally people?
I know.
Amazing.
So lucky.
But
like a mini meetup reunion.
Yeah.
So I'm
so glad that it worked out that way. This was like the last weekend that I'm going to be in Brooklyn for like the next like 3 weekends. So I'm so glad it all worked out because it was so good to see them, and it's always such a treat.
The more important question here is, did he take you geocaching?
No.
Oh, JP
about it, and then we didn't.
JP.
Well, it was dark at that point, so I think it was also like in the other direction, and so we did not.
All right, fair enough.
Next time,
because that was my first question when I saw the picture. I was like, "Ooh, did you get to do it?"
There was one in the area, but I think it was like just far enough away that it didn't feel like a good idea to be like traipsing around in the dark trying to find a tiny hidden thing.
Fair. Yeah. I went geocaching a little bit on Friday and I didn't have great luck. And then I went, because I have, I've talked about this before, but we have summer days, so we work an extra 45 minutes during, like, because, the pay period has, 10 business days. So for 9 of them, we work an extra 45 minutes a day. And then on the last ones, you can either take any Friday or any Monday within that 2 weeks. And then we can take that day off. And I arranged it so that the Friday, like the last possible day of one pay period, the Friday I was able to take off. And then I took yesterday off, the start of it, because
nice.
And my reasoning was I'm going to get a 4-day weekend, a 4-day week next week because of 4th of July. So I may as well have 3 4-day weeks in a row than a 4-day week, a 5-day week, and a 3-day week. You know what I mean? Anyway.
That's awesome.
It's really smart. That's really good.
So Friday I went for a walk and I went geocaching, and then we went to see Toy Story 4 with Zach. We picked him up early from school. Saw my little baby Alex, who was just born like yesterday, remember, guys, is sleeping on the cot now at school. Out of like the 8 kids in his class, he and this other kid are the only ones that are like mature enough to do that. Aww. So I know, I was so proud of him. You know why? Because it means he's moving up to the next room soon. And then we pay less money.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So
that's awesome.
Can't wait for that. But so that Friday was fun. And then I also went geocaching on Sunday, and I did really well on Sunday. I think I went like 4 for 4, and it was some of the puzzle caches that we talked about that I wanted to go and find them. And then yesterday I was feeling pretty good, and I started with one that's outside of Pure Bar that I've always looked at doing, but it's right by like where there's U-Haul trucks. So people are always during the like business hours during the week, there's always people like there picking them up and like, walking around like getting, so I've never wanted to like, it's next to where they're parked. But yesterday morning on, 9:30 on a Monday morning, there was nobody there. And I had read that it was a difficult one, and there were a lot of, great container, this is really hard, or, this was so clever, I'd love to see how you came up with this idea. And it was like supposedly a true urban one. And it was the pipe in the ground. There were 4 pipes. 3 of them were real that were like installed by the city or the county or whoever. And then somebody else had bought one and put it like, fake buried it next to the other ones.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is clever.
It is. And I have a video of it because I wanted to send it to you guys and be like, this is so cool. And I felt kind of cool for finding it within like 3 minutes. But I really can't. I have to confess that I had looked in them, right? Like in each tube, I had looked in them to see if there was something like, hanging out of them. Mm-hmm. And I had to get up, because I had knelt down to do it, to get up, I actually put my hands on the one that was fake, and it popped out of the ground.
Oh,
so
no.
I found it by total accident, but I was like,
hey, it doesn't matter. You still found it.
I was right there. I would have found it eventually. I was on the right track. So I was feeling great about myself. I was like, all right, it's going to be a good day. I went to Pure Bar, and I found a hard geocache, and I'm going to go walk some of the Greenway, and I'm going to geocache some more, and I've got nothing to do until 3:30, and this is great. And I went 0 for 5 on the Greenway ones. I got stuck in thorns. My legs and my shorts are completely tore up.
Oh no, not the shorts.
Thankfully,
healed, but the shorts.
Yeah, they're like the Walmart brand shorts. We're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't find a good pair of shorts that like.
I know, I love them so much, but I wouldn't take like Lululemon shorts or Athleta shorts geocache. I mean, come on now.
I don't understand how it works. I don't know what you wear. Do you wear pull-down geocaching? I don't know.
But
is it a fancy affair?
One of them, I got, like I said, it was like briars of thorns, and I just couldn't find it. And I like went under them, and it was actually kind of peaceful and relaxing, minus the thorns. My legs are really I'm going to have scars. Like I scar easily, but they are tore up. Yeah, good times. It's fun. It's addicting. It's an addicting little hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
Anyways, ding. Hashtag Jane's Bangs. So does anybody else have anything before we move on?
I have one thing that I did.
Okay.
Last Thursday actually was the museum that I just started volunteering at. They had their annual volunteer dinner, and like you could bring a +1, and so like I went and I brought Frank, and it was just like really cool. Like it was just at the museum, like after hours. They had ordered a bunch of like Mexican food.
That's
they had
awesome.
wine. They had drinks. Like the museum staff was there, so like Frank got to meet everyone, and I got to see like some of the people that I had done the like introductory class with, and then meet some other people and whatnot. And they like did a raffle. They had all these prizes that different businesses in the town had donated.
Oh, that's cool.
Won one, and
You won. What'd you win?
so I won. It was pretty amazing because they just give you a bunch of raffle tickets when you arrive. Like you're not buying raffle tickets. It's very much just like, this is all for the volunteers. And then they had all these different prizes, and you could divvy up your tickets however you wanted and put like, all 10 of them on like one thing you really wanted, or like 2 here, 2 there, whatever. So that was fun. And the thing that I won was from this, actually the store where I bought, the little, not stamp, but the little seals that I got you guys, the wax seal.
Yeah.
So I love that store. And so they had like these 2, like it's a whale bookends, that you put on like,
yeah. I love
not
I have a few. I love bookends. I wish I had.
Okay. But yes. Okay. So, and it's a whale. And then like a really cute little whale dish that you could put either like jewelry in, or we put it in the bathroom and put our soap in it. And then like a nice scarf that I actually wore today.
Oh, cool.
It's like fun, fun stuff that like I like, but probably wouldn't buy for myself.
Right.
And then it was fun because if your number was called again, they only let each person keep one gift, but then it became sort of like White Elephant, where you could either choose to take the second gift that they pulled your name for and put your first gift back in rotation, or keep your first gift. And my number got pulled like 3 times.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah.
That is so cool.
So,
nice.
anyway, that was last Thursday, and it just like, made me
feel
just like
good.
Reinforced how much I really am glad that I'm volunteering them there, and like why I think they're the best place in town to be volunteering for. So they really care about their volunteers.
When I come to Monterey to geocache with you and Tasia, I'm going to go there.
Yes. Okay, awesome. It's just this weird little museum. It's very small, but it's like it's very historic, very old in terms of museums, and it's a natural history museum. They have like their animals are all real. Like more modern museums now have, fake animals, but they have, because they have this like old collection, and so it's like actual like taxidermied.
Crazy.
So it's like, it's weird and kind of creepy, but also just like this fun little oddity.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
Take you around.
I will add it to my list of things to do when I do this. It's just going to happen. I'm going to do it. I won't even just show up. Like, I will tell you ahead of time.
Thank you. That is better that way.
I'm just trying to say I'll be a good guest.
No, anytime you want to come, that would be awesome.
Woohoo! Yeah. Okay.
And if Amanda could come too, then I have this whole plan for what we would do. But
yes,
yep.
Amanda.
Well, I'm working on Daniel for our big Daniel and Amanda Go West trip. We haven't really mapped out the days, but I'm gunning for a day trip to Monterey during our time in the Bay Area.
No, seriously, if you go in October,
September.
Because we generally go see Jay's family in LA in October, so I could just,
When in October? I suppose I could go back out, but
we usually go that first weekend in October because it's the weekend of so this weekend it would be like that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th-ish weekend, but
that might be too soon from when we get back.
Well, I don't need to go with my family. Alex is off the boob, so
take the boys and go.
Take the boys and go. What are you talking
Leave
about?
the boys and go.
Right. Pack up my girls and go.
Them and go, and then you would go a different time.
Yeah.
Sorry,
exactly.
It was better in my brain. Forgot you guys aren't there. It's fine.
It's okay. I like your brain. Okay. And now I have a treat for your brain.
It's a weird place.
But I love it. All right, so moving on. I was sitting in Alex's room because he was having some trouble sleeping the last day or two. And I needed to find something for the show. And I was looking and I was like, well, let me try Twitter. And I clicked on the little thing on Twitter and the top trending thing was hashtag airport pickup lines. And I was like, yes, please. So in honor of summer traveling, and we were just talking about that, here are some wonderful airport pickup lines. Okay. And I'm going to mix them up. I'm going to start kind of tame and then go to some of the really funny ones. Okay. Starting with, and I will credit the people at hip. God, I can't see that far. Hold on. I'm going to make the font bigger. Well, no, you can't see this, but I started it in bold and like size like 14, and then somewhere along the line stopped doing that. So hold, please. There we go. Okay. At United Fan 1977 said, "I'd make boarding you a priority." Now, remember, these are airport pickup lines, so the cheesier the better, and they are all cheesy. United Fan 1977 also says, "In case of emergency, please put your head between my legs." At Hipfire Spirit says, "Is it just me or are we connecting?" Okay, you guys are a tough crowd tonight. At Carrie Smith 1123 says, "I'm not security, but can I pat you down?"
Oh man.
These are all so very, very uncomfortable.
I know, that's the point. G's01 says, "Want to get delayed with me?" At Sea Monkeys Rule, hashtag airport pickup lines. "How much baggage do you have?" Okay, forget it. The point is, they're awful.
And that they are.
I think we're both cringing, but just sort of like inaudibly.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not a very loud cringer.
Great. At WK Twin says, "I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Want to come along?" Hashtag airport pickup lines. Okay, now I'm getting fake pity laughs. Whatever. I don't care.
I do enjoy that song. 2 tickets to paradise. Take your babe, leave tonight.
At Acidic Blonde says, "You must be a pilot because you'd look perfect in my cockpit."
Oh, God. Oh.
The next one, I gave points for creativity. At Immature AMRCN says, "You put the TNA into TSA." Get it?
Ugh.
T and A.
TNA. Tits and ass, yes.
Okay.
At Eminem 11684, or I guess 11684, probably more likely, says, "Hey there, you have a suspicious package. I'm going to need you to unzip it."
Okay.
At SD Beach Ill Be chill at SD Beach says this won't be Virgin Airlines by the time we land.
But
At Sheila B times 2 says, why don't you let me land on that strip?
Well,
At Ms. Strange 73, I'd like to stamp your passport.
I feel like
that one
anything
was a stretch.
like suggestive, like if you just like emphasize like a different word.
Whatever. I've got a couple more, and I'm going for them because I took the time to copy and paste them. Lazy Retired Guy says, if you don't sleep with me, I'll get JetBlue balls. No?
That just sounds forceful. That's what the pickup line is a digital predator.
That's the point. At Tweets by Eddie says, these nuts are complimentary. Okay. Yeah,
that one's funny.
Yeah, you laughed. At Tweets by Eddie also says, are you a plane? Because you look fly.
Should have stuck with the nuts.
At Taco Eater says,
Oh.
I've got something else in an upright and locked position. Of course, you start laughing at the second to last one. I'm going to say it one more time so when you laugh, I feel better about myself. I've got something else in an upright and locked position. And this next one is my favorite because of how creative it is. And it is, I'm going to tell you, it is incredibly dorky. At Lisa J. Rabbit says, Netflix and LAX?
Oh,
right? Clever.
Yeah,
I like that. That's funny.
Well done.
Yeah. All right, well, we got through that real quickly. Whatever. I still like the, are you a plane? Because you look fly. Whatever. Okay, fine. Let's stop. Let's take an ad break, and then we'll get into some feedback. All right, we're back, and it's time for some Facey Back. Randy says, thankfully, I've never heard of any of those songs. And that is in regards to that's about the cringy song lyrics that I read last week, which you guys liked a whole lot more than the airport pickup lines. Noted. Matt said, I just finished Second Assault. I did the download tier after I heard the show. As you can guess, it is very intense, and I have to applaud Jillian for sharing her story. That they were able to get all of that across in an 18-minute film is impressive, and I could definitely see this expanded into a longer film. And I spotted Amanda's name in the credits. Yay! On a much lighter note, I have 2 music recommendations. First one, I'm late to the party on, but Lizzo's 'Cause I Love You is pretty damn great. The second one I discovered at a show I went to last week. Her name is Aubrey Haddard. I had no idea who she was, aside from she was the opening act for Dust Bowl Revival, but within minutes, I was a fan. Great indie rock with blues flavor. Awesome. Cool. And Second Assault, I actually also have the download level, and as I do with most things this time of year, I kind of save everything for the plane ride to San Diego. But if you guys want to watch it before our next episode that we record in 2 weeks, I can, totally make the time to watch it, and we can do a quick review before it's available to the general public.
Sounds good.
I think that sounds great.
Awesome. Okay. Virtual Pinky promise that... All right, Second Assault, next episode. If you watch, also have the link, please feel free to watch it. Otherwise, we'll briefly talk about it. And then maybe when it's available to the general public, we can have them back on to talk about it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. All righty. All right. As we learned last night on Broad Little Lies.
All right.
Or wherever else you get your podcasts.
Yeah. Oh, is it time to get into some Matt's What She Said?
I think so.
Well, all right.
We made it.
No, sorry. I said I was ready and I lied. Sometime by October, we should get it down.
I'm not the TSA, but I was checking you out from top to bottom. Oh, no, wait, sorry. I'm trying.
Don't try to make TSA happen.
Well, no, Tez never going to. Oh, but this next one, I didn't even see this one. Would you like to fly United? Get it? United. United. Yeah.
That's a real deep thinker, that one.
Real deep.
Okay. No, but back to the real ones. That's why we bring spares.
Didn't you just start it 2 days ago?
There were still people waiting to come in.
The whole enterprise ended up taking me 3 hours, and I didn't see the time go by.
That's why you gotta focus on one.
I'm supposed to put it in another one, but only a premium one.
You should come with me on some of these tougher ones.
I hope that Colleen was doing it, hearing about it, seeing it, then trying it out on my own.
When you find your first one, you're like, this is actually satisfying.
I find that it's a lot easier to do it when you're doing it with someone else than when you're doing it alone, because when there's two people, it's cool. But when you're by yourself, you're like, haha.
I got something fun to do next.
Judgment call was not to eat it.
I went through these before.
We're almost done. We have 3 left.
So I don't want to save this to the end and have everyone turn us off.
So I promised that I would have watched Girls by today, and I haven't.
Still true, by the way. Neither is great, but one is much quicker.
Those are your rules, Matt. You can operate within them.
But you won't log it anyway, so what's the point?
That is so good. I'm going to print that out, make it look pretty, and put it on my bulletin board at work.
That was really good. A lot of really good deep pulls.
My best delivery ever, because I practiced that beforehand.
We can totally make that happen.
We don't even mess up as much as we used to.
Well, go us. Okay, so we have a late-breaking facey back from Ro, and it is 17 posts that are so inappropriate you'll spit laugh. Well, let me try that.
It's just like that.
Perfect example.
You know, that would be a blooper, but I think Chandy's joke was so on point that I might just keep it in. 17 posts that are so inappropriate, you'll spit laugh. Why don't you, if you guys want to pull it up as well, maybe if you're invested in reading them, it can redeem me.
Oh, God.
Oh, goodness.
I just threw my phone trying.
Is anything on fire? Okay.
No. Just clumsy.
Okay, good. I'll start.
Oh, wait.
So let me just get this up.
Right. It wasn't an email?
No, it wasn't. It was in the Facebook group.
And
so the first one is a text message exchange. Person 1 says, "So I just had the dumbest thought come out of nowhere." Person 2, "What's that?" person 1. A sex shop called Mr. Megorium's Masturbatorium. Person number 2. You're not allowed to name anything. Person number 1. That's fair. Go ahead, Shandy.
The picture is when you have all of the different sodas that you can like choose from.
Yeah, it's like it looks like the self-serve. I
was gonna say self-serve, or if you've ever worked at in like a restaurant or fast food, and over one of the sodas, there's a sign
Coca-Cola.
that says "Sorry, out of cock."
I think they mean to say Coke.
I think so too. Oh God, this next one is cringy. Okay, so once I found the dildo in my mom's sock drawer while I was looking for money, so I borrowed it, and it was a pretty good ride. What?
Yeah, it's what you think. It's what you think. There's all sorts of weird.
That was a pretty good ride, kind of thicker than what I'm used to. But anyway, when I finished, I was cleaning it off, and there was something etched into the side near the base. Turns out it was the name of one of those services that makes custom printed dildos of real life dicks. And I've been too scared to even think about whose it was, but it was probably my dad's. Oh,
Like that.
we could stop these right now if you'd like.
Well, this number 6 is funny.
Okay,
why is Santa's sack so big?
Because he only comes once a year.
I like number 7 too.
Go for it.
It's a picture of two people fucking, and it looks like the guy is like whispering sweet nothings or something into the woman's ear, and somebody says, "What's he saying to her?" Answer, "I just switched to Geico." And then this was answered, the Geico Twitter, this is on Twitter, Geico's Twitter responds back, "Welcome to the Geico family."
I kind of love that. Number 8 is kind of also gross and funny. It's a tweet, and the tweet is, "I got birth control so I can stop being my boyfriend's toaster strudel and start being his Twinkie."
Right.
Yep. Gross. Wait. Okay.
You just saw Toy Story.
Right.
I did.
That one's actually kind of funny.
I like number 11.
Go ahead.
Do people wear glasses during sex, or is it just like you're blind and everything's a surprise? Answer, we turn off the lights so our partner doesn't notice we're basically echolocating every time we moan.
As a somebody who wears glasses,
Came dangerously close to snorting.
there's a lot of sensory going on. You just close your eyes a lot because everything is very blurry if you open it. So
I wear glasses, but only for far away. So logically,
it's different somehow.
I'm incredibly blind. No, I'm not kidding. I have very, very poor eyesight. Yeah,
but I guess if you're wearing contacts,
yes, that is very true. But you know how I've been having a lot of eye issues, so a lot of the times I take my contacts out as soon as I get home from work.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I kind of love number 12.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. It's kind of funny how when you get older, you start to enjoy the things you hated as a kid, like taking naps and getting spanked.
But no,
Right. The second one was kind of unexpected.
And then somebody else comments, because this is definitely a Reddit thread. Somebody else, it's Tumblr. This one's cited at the bottom, but no one is disagreeing. The next one actually, so we frequently call pollen treages. So this next one actually And I said it at work one day. It was really bad pollen, and we were down by like the coffee machine, and I was like, or is it tree jizz? And everyone's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, well, I wish I could take credit for that one, but that was on my husband. Anyway, so comment number 1, blowing a dandelion is basically you helping a weed ejaculate. Comment number 2, I was having a good day. We were all having a good day. Oh, man. Oh my God, number 15. So number 15 is a package of cranberries, and you know how they poke air holes in bags of fruits and vegetables? Well, the air hole was punched at just the wrong time for this one. And instead of, it says packed with fruit nutrients, it looks like it's saying fucked with fruit nutrients. And then the comment is, did somebody violate my cranberries? And the other person, getting that vitamin D, know what I'm saying? Oh, good times. Thank you, Ro, for sharing that. They laughed. Shani and Amanda laughed way more at this one than mine. But Netflix and LAX, am I right? Hashtag.
Netflix and LAX.
Hashtag Jane's bangs on a plane. Jane's bangs on a plane.
There it is. We found it. There it is. You got it. Nailed it.
Oh
Nailed
my
it.
God. Yeah. The bangs on Jane are namely on the plane.
Oh, that was worth the wait.
That
was worth it. That was good. That was real good.
I don't give a shit if you guys are just humoring me right now.
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay. Good, because I feel good. All right, let's move on to the emails. The first one is from JP, and I nominate me because it's short. Okay. Sorry, JP. An Ode to Brooklyn Parking Garages by Poet 14. Here's the poem. F you. You may purchase this original poem and many others like it on the Poet 14 fan page. Poet 14 is available for all types of speeches, including best man and high school valedictorian.
Well done.
Well done. I like the shade and the trolling, and I especially like that you wrote in as your actual self.
Yeah.
No, what are you talking about? This is Poet 14. I don't know if we were supposed to read the name. But yes, he did stand behind his art. Thank you, man. Our next email is from Greg.
Greg writes, cringe lyrics. Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. If I do a little digging, I am sure I could find some real cringe material from my early 2000s emo music. But this one instantly came to mind to me. I was never that into them, but this song was pretty big in the scene, and this line was thrown around a lot in my scene online. It's from a song called Ohio is for Lovers by Hawthorne Heights. The line is, so cut my wrists and black my eyes. Yikes.
Ooh.
Yeah. The guys in the band seem pretty cool, though, from a few small interactions I've had with some of them. They outgrew lyrics like that from what I've seen. If I think of any more, I'll send them your way. As for my interesting week, I'm not sure if it's podcast appropriate.
I think you meant appropriate.
I think that's supposed to be appropriate. Mostly just that if anyone else who works where I do hears it, it could be bad/awkward. Any of you who know me can message me if you want to know. Thanks, broads.
Thank you.
Now I want to know. I'm intrigued. Yes. I'm intrigued by your approximate.
All right. Our next email is from Paul.
Yeah. So Paul wrote in, "You three are a hoot and a half, actually." Yeah. That's a deep pull.
That's a deep pull. That's from
Heiko Reality.
Yeah. That is from Amanda's mom.
Oh, yeah. That does sound like something she would say.
Yes. She wrote in and said that we were a hoot and a half, and we named the episode a hoot and a half.
Yeah.
A thing.
Okay. Well, it's not the first time I've been called a hoot and a half. In that case.
Not even the second time then, because... Okay.
Interesting. All right. So, Paul writes in, "Hey ladies, depending on how much time I have for podcasting, I love to listen to you three talk about all the important and not important things. I had to go back to listen to the discussion of rocks as it relates to Game of Thrones, and I died of laughter. What killed me even more, though, was the drowning in your pussy, so I swam to your butt talk. Still laughing as I typed that out. And I also double checked that this wasn't from my school email. Keep up the great work, your friend Paul."
Oh my
And
God.
I have to say, when I listened back to that episode, I was also dying laughing. Just like calling your delivery of that lyric in the first place, and then you come back to that a couple of times. It's just so... It's, yeah. You know how certain leftovers are better the next day?
Yes.
When you heat them up? I felt like that was something that I appreciated even more. Like the second time. Like I was there in person when you said it, but like listening back was even better.
I actually, this is going to sound terrible, but so I clearly re-listened to the whole episode when I edited it. And then when I was on my geocaching walk on Friday, I listened to us again and still laughed at the song lyric stuff. Well, because Shandy and I have, changed up our audio lately, and I was like, let me listen to, how it sounds just to get a good perspective. And I know that I had a good time editing the show, so let me, let me listen to this one while I'm doing this. And I enjoyed it just as much as I did the first two times.
To your butt.
Got lost in your pussy, so I swam to your butt. I don't know how it goes because I've never heard that song, but
I like Shandy's teenager interpretation of it. Like,
yeah, do one more time.
That's so good. Oh, it's just, yeah, it's good. Good stuff. Thanks, Paul.
And I'm really happy to hear that Paul listens. Like, that actually really makes me so happy. I miss podcasting with Paul.
Yeah.
I do. I miss podcasting with Paul. Paul's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hashtag the tribe.
Oh, yes. Paul, my first podcasting friend.
True.
The reason I'm here.
Well, thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Paul, you've been selected for additional screening. Hashtag airport pickup lines.
He's a married man, Colleen.
I wish I could show you a proper layover. Hashtag airport pickup lines.
Oh, dear.
Yes, they can be used as a flotation device. Hashtag airport pickup lines. Too much? Okay. Jane's bang on a plane. All right. Well, I think that about does it for this week. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for putting up with my cheesy airport pickup lines. I will not try to make them happen after tonight. The flight will land. We will all deboard. This terrible experience. It was a little bit of turbulence. May y'all go off and Netflix and LAX. Anyway. Hey, if you thought that this episode was delightfully awkward, go on iTunes and leave us a review. It's been a while since we've got some. Don't leave us hanging and waiting for a towel.
Speak for yourself.
Leave us waiting to go through a TSA, get pulled into the box. Don't make us get the wand out.
Yeah.
Look at Amanda is taken off. She says the pickup lines are not her thing, but look at this.
I'll give you a full body.
You know. Preparing, going to be flying this weekend. So,
true.
Just trying to get in the headspace. I'm trying.
Yes, if somebody comes up to you and says, I'll give you a full body scan.
I'll know what they mean now.
Yeah. I'm just helping you. Read them in my awkward porn voice. I'll give you a full body scan. That's not awkward porn voice. It's awkward, I don't know. The horror.
The bangs.
The bangs.
Bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
All right, everybody.
Bang, 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 bang.
And we have come full circle.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang,
oh my God. Okay. We need to get out of here. Become a patron. Check out our show for our June bonus show, and then go back and check out our May one and our April one and our March one and our February one. Because they're all fun.
Wow, we've had a lot of bonus shows.
Yeah, we have. And then, go back through the feed and check out all the patron choice ones before we switched over to individual show bonus ones. Go check those out. There's some really great ones in there. There are some really great ones.
The Pizza Hangout, that ended up being a really good time.
The Pizza Hangout was really fun.
That was really fun.
The favorite websites or internet things or whatever, like that one was really fun. That was me, Jay, and Matt. I've done really great ones with you guys too. I can't remember them now. This is not very good for promoting them, but we've had some really fun hangouts and really fun patrons choices actually. Yeah. Good times. But anyway, if you'd like to do that, please consider becoming a patron today. Patreon.com/JayandJack. Again, thank you to the patrons who contribute at a certain level. I guess it's not again. It's only again because I've already said it once in a previous podcast, but new to this podcast, thank you to the patrons that contribute at a certain level. And that would be Tack from Tokyo, Eckhart Rickner, Maggie the Magnificent, Drake the Distributor, Joanne with a Plan, and Ed the Creepy Mailman. Thank you guys so much. As always, if you'd like to... Amazon Prime Day is coming up. I believe it's the 16th and 17th of July. So mark us on your bookmarks. jayandjack.com/Amazon. And all your Prime needs, like, shop through that link, because that is actually awesome too. Thank you. So we have no new show next week. Check out Broad Little Lies. And then if you want to get your honorary Broads merchandise, I still have some stuff I can mail out to people, or you can go to jayandjack.com/store and check out what's there. We also have the Team Science Team Universe mug up. There's some other stuff going on there from other podcasts on the network. And yeah, I think that's about it. Am I missing anything? Are you all in a upright position and whatever the phrase is?
Locked and just waiting for my complimentary beverage.
Waiting for your free nuts.
Yeah, my free nuts. My pretzels.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. No, nothing. I got to turn it off. Shutting this down. I'm not going to look anymore at them. All right. Well, on that note, guys, have an awesome first week of July. We will see you in 2 weeks. Well, we'll see you for the broadcast in 2 weeks. If you're a Broad Little Lies listener, we'll see you next week. Anyways, on that note, my name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Thanks for listening. Bye, guys. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.